before we get into our team's weekly update, because therapy. Gotta talk about Shohei because he is on everybody's mind as far as trades. Two teams are already out on him, at least according to reports, and that's your Padres for some reason. And the Dodgers, which surprises me as well.
Yes.
So again, these are just reports. I don't know that these are actually true in any way. I think it was John Heyman was reporting on it. If it wasn't John Heyman, I'm sorry. I'm my mistake. But the thing that really caught me is this article written by Aaron Walsh. Shohei Ohtani trade rumors. Angels want, quote, multiple top 100 type prospects in any deal. And it made me think, how many? Because this is the greatest player arguably ever. And not a lot of teams have a lot of top 100 prospects. And the teams that do are probably not even that good, right? Because just the nature of how farm systems work and all that stuff. But like, how many? You're the GM of the Padres. Let's just say you have a bunch of top 100 prospects. How many prospects are you giving up for Shohei?
That's the thing. It's like, I don't know.
I don't know either. Like,
because it's a game. Well, what it is
you're getting two players essentially.
Yeah, it's a gamble that obviously the Padres of San Diego and the Dodgers of Los Angeles do not want to gamble on because their teams,
But I'm baffled by it though, because for one, there is no losing with getting Shohei. Like, say you trade your prospects and one of them ends up being really good. Well, who cares? You have Shohei Ohtani, who is really good. Like, it's not like, it's not like you're trading for, like, I don't know, like a relief pitcher at the deadline or something. And, like, you know, that can go either way. It's like you are trading for what I would argue to be the most, like, instantly effective. Like, I mean, the best baseball player ever, for one. But then also, like, it is, I would say, arguably impossible to fail. Like if you don't win, well, okay, I guess that's a failure in a sense, but you have a really good baseball player now. And also, he's going to be a free agent. So say, like, let's say you trade some prospects and he's just terrible. I don't know, he forgets how to play baseball.
It could happen.
The aliens from Space Jam come in and they steal his talent.
Yeah, you don't know.
But, like, that's not going to happen because it's just not how baseball players typically work. And it's also Shohei freaking Ohtani. Like, this isn't, you know, you're not trading for, I don't know, who's like a borderline player. Like, trying to think of like you're not trading for like Byron Buxton. You know, Byron Buxton, when he's playing, is like fine, I guess. But like,
he's just
you're not giving up the farm for Byron Buxton. You might be giving up the farm for, you know, essentially that's the other thing that it's difficult to calculate is you are basically trading for two players at the price of one in some sense, like, because he can pitch and he can hit, so you're getting a DH and you're getting a pitcher, like, so it's and I just
something here that I was maybe coming into considerations for these GMs. As far as prospects go, you're probably looking younger guys,
obviously.
Shohei, now granted, baseball players last, you know, a little bit longer, but in most sports, when you see Shohei's age being 29 years old,
that is a concern. The 30s are, you know, it can be concerning, but say his hitting goes down. Yeah, say his hitting goes down though. Pitchers typically can last longer. For one, they're playing less games. So, like, okay, he stops hitting well. Okay, well, we still have basically a Cy Young pitcher. Like Justin Verlander. Well, he's not having a great year, but whatever. Justin Verlander just last year was a Cy Young winner. Like, you have him. Like, you still have a really good pitcher. And, like, there's not... I don't see what's so bad about that. Did Spencer Torkelson just slap a freaking home run? Oh, I love to see that. He just destroyed that baseball.
Very nice.
Oh, my gosh. 2-run blast for Torquay. 13th of the year. Good to see.
Very nice.
Ow! Some random Kansas City Royals fan just got smoked. Hey, anybody want a hot dog? Ow! 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 knocked
Oh.
by a freaking moonshot. He got all over that ball. Wow. Also, this is slightly unrelated. So, did you hear the Padres? Well, this is older news, but the Padres are no longer on Bally Sports because,
Really?
Bally Sport. Well, Diamond is like bankrupt apparently, and so the MLB was like, "Well, you're not having the games anymore." So, I guess to watch Padres games, it's like on MLB Network, or like you could stream it through.
Really?
I'm like, huh,
That's
well, that's
interesting.
weird.
Yeah,
But like my
'cause
thought was like, and it just recently happened to the Diamondbacks as well, and the Tigers also play on Bally Sports. There's
Yeah.
still a few other teams. I know the Rays, the Angels, the Royals, obviously the Tigers. Like a good amount of teams still play on Bally Sports.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
We'll see if the Tigers are going to still be on Bally Sports by the end of the season.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to move, like, these bigger teams to MLB Network or something, and they're
I
trying to
don't
get
know
more
because like
marketing there?
my thing is my biggest problem with Bally Sports is not necessarily the production value is give or take. I mean, you basically
Yeah.
have the same people
Yeah.
from when it was Fox Sports.
Mhm.
But like it's just like the app is kind of annoying because it buffers a lot, and unlike I have YouTube TV and
Mhm.
Bally Sports is not on YouTube TV, even though obviously I live in Michigan, like I
So
should be in the
you're
market for it. Like I
Yeah.
get Big Ten Network because I live in Michigan and you get Big Ten Network,
Well, of course.
and I get that through YouTube TV. Whereas the local, and it sucks because the Pistons, the Red Wings, and the Tigers all play most of their games on Bally Sports. So
Yeah.
I mean, I can watch it. Like I log into my family's cable, but it's like I'm not gonna get cable and then have to pay extra to get
Yeah.
Bally Sports. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Money grab would
um,
be my answer.
that's we're gonna leave that right there.
Okay.
Shohei, I think
Is worth
if he gets traded, which is, I mean, still technically speaking up in the air.
Mhm.
I think it will be the biggest trade in baseball history. I think we're talking about upwards of 5 prospects. Like 5 baseball players are going to be moved for 1 baseball player. And not 5 like scrubs. It's going to be 5 players that if you're a fan of the team, you're probably familiar with them. Like to use the Tigers example, if the Tigers were to trade for him, which they won't, it'll be like Justin Henry Malloy, Cole Keith, like all of our top prospects essentially
are going bye-bye.
Are going bye-bye to get Shohei. But the
Yes.
thing is though, I think this is that is just the tip of the iceberg for the Shohei stuff. Because he gets traded, okay, fine, whatever.
Yep.
This offseason with free agency, he's gonna get like $1 billion. He's gonna get the biggest contract ever. Because again, you're paying for 2 players for the price of 1. Like there's really no there's no there's not a whole lot of loss. Like if he sucks at hitting, you'll pitch. If he sucks at pitching, he can still hit.
Like
It's
smack
like
60
you don't
home runs a year.
you don't have it would have to be an astronomical level of failure for him to just fall apart.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm surprised, like I said, about the Padres just basically saying we're not interested. And I mean, to be fair to the Padres, they don't really have the prospects to get the deal done.
Yeah.
I think if they're going to get him, it would have to be in free agency. And I suspect they would be in the bidding. I mean, obviously they're paying a lot of money now, so you might as well just double down.
Yeah, why not?
And, team needs offense, right? What better way to get offense than the best hitter in baseball?
Don't have to tell me about it.
Yeah, and obviously it wouldn't really be that much of a change for him. He'd be in California, and I'm assuming he has family here, or is his family still living in Japan? I'm not
That's
totally
a good
sure.
question. I don't know.
But either way, like if his family is here or his family is in Japan,
away.
yeah, right. Is it really?
Just about, yeah.
It's an hour and a half flight to get to Japan from California.
Oh, no, not from Japan I said Anaheim.
Oh, I was like, what? The ocean is big.
Yeah,
how fast are these planes going?
I actually have no idea how long the flight from Japan to San
That's
Diego or LA would be.
Right? You're going across the ocean.
Let's see.
I feel like that's a whole day.
Let's see.
The Pacific Ocean is big, Seth.
It is. I lived on it for a little while.
What?
Or near it.
Oh, it's like you didn't live in Hawaii.
I wish.
Don't we all?
That's nonstop flights to. Okay, let's see.
I'm guessing 3 hours at most, or at least.
Okay, I was gonna say at most
Like
you're gonna
like
want.
if you're like
Yeah.
pedal to the metal, like you're going on like a I don't know a supersonic jet, probably get there in 3 hours. But if you're
According to this,
commercial flight, it's got to be like 10 hours, right?
just about 10 hours. It's about 10 to 11 hours.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So it's basically a whole day flight, and then also it's weird because you're like losing slash gaining time. Like it's weird.
Yeah,
Japan is like 12 hours ahead, I think.
I believe so.
So it's like it's the morning for them.
Yes.
Interesting. Time zones are weird.